Hi there, Kayla here from Vine Skills, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some information regarding the new protected folders in Filevine. These were announced at Lex 2024 and are a brand new feature. So today I'm going to review with you how to grant access to your team members for protected folders. I'm also going to be going through how to add protected folders into Filevine and also how to work with documents within those protected folders. So let's jump in. So first things first, you're going to want certain team members to have access to protected folders. So in order to grant that access, you're going to be going into Setup. Then you're going to click on Member Access. If you have access to more than one org, you're going to want to choose the correct org. Then from there, you're going to go into Teams, and you are going to pick the team that you want to edit. So for me, I want this to reflect across all my projects, so I'm going to go into the default team here. From there, I'm going to search for the user that I would like to edit their permissions. And then you're going to be able to see here this column called protected folders. And you're going to change the setting here from hidden to edit. This is going to allow them to view and edit protected folders. If you had multiple team members that you wanted to do this for, you could select multiple team members. You can then click on the little starred folder icon here and change their setting in bulk from hidden to edit and click update access. So there is a quicker way to do this, but you can also do it per individual user. Now, the next thing we want to do is start setting up our protected folders. So if you want to put a protected folder into your folder structure in Customs Editor that will reflect across all of your new projects going forward, you would go into Advanced, you would go into Customs Editor, and then from there you would choose the correct org if you have access to multiple orgs, and then you want to choose your project type. From there, you would go into Folders, and then you can go ahead and add a folder to your folder structure. So you can, select a folder out of your current structure and make a subfolder if you wanted to, or you can just put it in your general folder structure. You just want to go down here and make sure you, instead of clicking standard, you want the protected folder to be selected. And then you can go ahead and name that folder and click the check mark, and that will build that folder into your folder structure. And you know that it's protected because it has this little star icon. You would then click Save. Now, it's important to note that when you add a folder to the folder structure, it's going to reflect on new projects going forward, but it will not reflect on previously opened projects. So I'm just going to jump into a test project here and show you how to add a protected folder at the project level. So I am in the docs section in my Gandalf the Great project here, and if you have access to edit and view protected folders, you're now going to get the option up here under the main folder to go ahead and add a new protected folder. So I'm going to click on that, and I am going to put in protected folder example 2. And I am going to save that. And as you can see, that has now been added to the folder structure. Now, it is important to note here that within my protected folder, I cannot now create a standard folder. So anything within the protected folder will be protected, and any new folders or subfolders within the protected folder will be protected. You do have the option to move or copy items into the protected folder. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on an item here to show you how to do so. So just as you would with any other document, you're going to click on the item that you want to move. You're going to click on the ellipses here. You're going to click on Move or Copy, and then you're going to select your protected folder. From there, you're going to get an alert here that says moving these documents to the selected destination will remove access for some users. So it is going to warn you before you move it into that protected folder. And you can go ahead and click on Move Doc. And as you can see here, that went into my protected folder. So most of the functionalities within the docs section are going to work the same as far as moving and copying documents and being able to access them and open them and edit them. The only exception is there are some actions that you cannot take on items within protected folders. So if you have something saved in one of these protected folders here, then you are not going to be able to bait stamp. You're not going to be able to combine the documents. You're not going to be able to use AI doc review on them. You're not going to be able to fax them. You are not going to be able to send them for VineSign. You are not going to be able to use the Note This feature. You will not be able to use share links on these, and you cannot use Sidebar AI. When you select the document within the protected folder, you can see here when I drop down the ellipses menu that those options are grayed out. So that means you cannot use them on protected items for privacy reasons. So something else that's important to note is if you're within one of the sections and you have one of these add item or upload fields, then there is going to be a little bit of a change there. So for any field or widget that contains files, if the file is moved to a protected folder, then the file will no longer appear for those who do not have access to protected folders. So that's really important to remember. Additionally, if a file that is saved in one of these fields is moved to a protected folder, you're going to receive a message indicating that near the field. So I just removed my permissions and came back to show you that message. So as you can see here, a message will pop up like this that says one or more files have been moved to a protected location. And then it also gives you a little bit more information if you hover over the information symbol here, letting you know that basically you don't have access to view those files. So that was just a quick walkthrough on the new protected folders in Filevine. Should you have any questions about setting this up, please feel free to reach out to your VineSkills optimizer.